Your labs came back normal. So why do you still feel like garbage? You did everything right. You followed the doctor's orders. You took the medicine, but the results still say that you're fine, but you don't feel fine. So by the end of this episode, you're gonna know why normal has been lying to you and what to check instead. So you don't see any results, but I'm doing everything my doctor tells me to do. Everything. What's going on, doc? What's really happening? I don't understand what's going on here. I'm doing it.
Everything.
How do you know you're doing everything?
Exactly. What does everything mean?
Well, I'm doing all these things and I see some mild improvement, but I think I should be feeling so much better by just doing the things that I'm doing.
Right. So if you're following the typical guidelines, right, and the same foods
Yep.
that's considered healthy,
Mm-hmm.
that's doing everything,
Well, isn't that what normal people do?
I guess.
So if I'm doing normal results, man, I just want a normal life. That's all I want. You know what normal looks like? And I got my role playing.
What does normal look like, right? Because normal means that you feel fine, you have no problems, right?
Well, that's what normal should be.
Right.
But the normalized experience is, hey, I wake up, I'm tired. I go to work, I'm tired. I try to lock in and I drink my coffee and I'm engaged with my clients, I'm engaged with my patients, I'm just engaged with my coworkers. I know I'm kind of struggling. I can't. I'm not thinking about lunch. I have my lunch, but then 2 p.m. comes,
You have the crash.
I'm crashing.
And
That's normal.
Oh, got it.
Because life is hard. Work is hard. I got responsibilities, and pretty much I'm running on 45%. And here's the sad part about it all, and it's really kind of scary. You start thinking about it. Is that at work, the people who experience me, I actually give them more than when I come home at 6 p.m. to my kids. Because what happens, I start snapping at my kids. My temper is a little bit more, amped up. My patience is slim. Everything is completely on the back door when what matters the most to people.
Right. And you don't have the energy to eat properly or make yourself a nutritious meal or move your body or do anything else.
Well, and when you do move your body, it's not even energizing. It's just so fatiguing. I can't recover. Why do I feel so bad? Because all these experts are telling me exercise is the main thing, and it's not working.
Right.
And so what happens? You stop working out.
Right. Because you don't have the energy or feel good when you do it or recover well. So you
Stop. You think, well, God, I'm so lazy.
Right.
No.
And then you reach for the closest thing to a meal because you don't have the energy to stand in your kitchen and prepare a meal for yourself or your family. So guess what? We're doing takeout. We're doing the take in, whatever that company that drops off the food for you.
Uber Eats, that's even still
Whatever.
around
But
right now.
my point is resort to those type of things. And then you try to get the healthiest thing on the menu. Chicken and rice.
Because that's what normal people do. And so we have all this information. We think we know what's eating healthy. We believe what the right movement is for our bodies. We got all this information on the social media. We got so much information that we're ever even spewing, right? So eventually, maybe you're doing all the right things, but what's really going on? Why are you seriously stuck? And why do the labs come back saying you're normal, but I don't really feel like I'm normal?
That's not a good feeling.
It's confusing.
It is confusing and it's discouraging.
Well, I can tell you in my experience in the world of health, coaching a lot of different people and then practicing, in dentistry and just seeing a lot of different things. When you see normal on a lab panel blood test, all that is a representation of a population, like a data set of current population. But if you look at our population in the U.S., it's sickness. You cannot be normal in this day and age because normal means you're on fire. Something's about to happen. And to me, that's not a personal standard that I want to hold.
Right. That sounds scary to me, really. That sounds scary. That's discouraging. And no wonder people go down that rabbit hole of depression. If you're not feeling good, guess what? You have no energy to do anything else, even though your labs come back saying it looks good.
Deep down, the people's intention is not to live that way. They understand that, in the world of being a parent or being a good person, that you really have to be fully present with your family and kids. At least if that's your true value, then that means that if you look at the normal relationships that there are in the world or in the U.S., those parent, siblings, son, daughter, husband, wife relationships are not average. And so when you say average, everything is average. So it's like you got to really step up your game and make it a complete value, because it's not fine that you're like that way if you really truly want to be present with your family,
That's true.
right? So it's more. So the question is, what's more important? Is it just being average, or is like what got to do to be
Become more average?
or become super average? Before I'm talking saying average so much, and that is not be average anymore. You got to be superior. You got to be excellent. You got to be, just really top notch
To feel good.
to
You
feel
want to
good.
feel good. That's a driving force for me. I want to feel good every day.
Because really, if you zoom out, you look at the overall scheme of things. There's in the medical world, there's those who are managed
Right.
and those who take ownership of their health.
And majority of people are just managed.
They're managed. And so what does managed look like? I mean, you got 5 specialists taking care of you and talk to each other. There's
Right.
no communication.
They put you on all these different protocols
They're guessing.
and they keep checking your blood and they send you for this test and that test. And you're spending all your time at the doctor's office.
And then here's the thing about medicine, being managed. It's all reactive. It's
Wanna
all
explain?
reactive. Oh, I'm feeling this kind of way. I'm not feeling normal. I'm feeling off. I'm feeling 45%. What got to do? Well, now you're reacting. Whole different mindset when you become an owner.
Wow.
That's when it goes a whole new level.
So you react and you don't feel good, and you don't look at it from the perspective of, oh my gosh, if I'm eating this way or moving my body this way or thinking these positive thoughts or whatever, right? You mean it in that sense?
Nope. Like you're looking for other people to heal yourself.
Oh, gotcha. Instead of yourself.
The doctors. Doctor got to make me feel better. Doctor got to get me in pain. The doctor has to find out what's really going on and label my uneasiness of my body before you can treat me with some kind of modality to make me feel better. That's being managed.
Or I trust my doctor 100%. If he says jump,
I will jump. I will do no matter what. I'm doing the normal thing and I still feel like poo.
right? Got
That's
it.
being managed.
Got it.
The owner, on the other hand, is that you have a game plan and you're being more proactive and you're taking responsibility for your health. Because since you have one game plan, you don't have 5 other people guessing, trying to figure out what's going on, pull all these different levels, right? You could go from guessing to becoming more knowing.
A lot of people don't know how to go to the knowing part.
And,
Maybe they don't want to go to the knowing part.
and it's that simple little belief that you have to know, and if you don't know, how do you not know? But how do you not know that you cannot figure out what true things that you have to do in order to get health? It's just a belief system, a simple
At the
belief
end-
set.
At the end of the day, it's a belief system.
Because the real problem is that isn't it bad luck or age that everything gets attributed to, or genetics,
Right.
or a busy schedule? It's not that. No, it's the ability to understand that all these different things that separate issues you may have, they're not managed one at a time. You live in one body.
Right.
And if you begin to treat your body as one body versus all these different things, magical things start to happen.
So fascinating.
I mean, you think about it. I mean,
It's simple, but it's so fascinating to me.
so if you just, let's say you overcompensate the heart with some kind of medication or anything,
Right.
well, your lungs depend on your heart.
Right. So does your kidneys and all your other vital organs.
Your ability to think, your ability to exercise, your ability
brain.
for everything.
Your muscles.
Your brain dependent upon all the other things. Your heart's dependent on other things.
Your
Your
liver, your
all
spleen,
dependent,
your
yeah.
thyroid, everything.
Yeah, and so when you start thinking about this blood panel and all the normal ranges, here's what it truly means. It means that if you're normal, you just haven't been labeled with a disease yet.
Yet. Keyword.
And that's completely different to realizing that of trusting you're feeling and you're not operating your standard, that you begin to get away from that management way of thinking and get into knowing what do I got to do in order to know and own my body. And the biggest things that you can do, it's like driving a car. If you have a nice car and you wanted to perform the best and you have 3 different types of gas, low, middle, and high, what kind of gas are you going to put into it?
A nice car.
High. And that's when I think about food, that is what I think about food as the fuel source for the body.
I know you always say if you have $1 million racehorse, what are you going to feed it? The packaged stuff that you get on the shelf that's processed, or would you give it top of the line food that you'll make for it? Good quality food.
Yeah.
It's the same way with your body.
Yes. And so a lot of times what you see in, or you have not quite seen it, but will eventually see in your body is how your body uses the fuel source or lack thereof as proper, hit the gut, and hit your metabolism. And a lot of the chronic diseases are metabolically based.
Yes.
And so if you're not medically in tune and fine going, slowly but surely over time, the body becomes from a state of ease to a disease. And that happens long before anything comes back on that panel.
Wow. So that's your body giving you a clue something is not right. It's not showing up yet on the blood work, right? And
Yep.
even that blood work is just a snapshot in that time, but it's still not showing up yet. But your body's giving you clues because the body's very intelligent.
The crash,
Tiredness, the moodiness, the crankiness,
brain fog.
brain fog, can't think
Something's
clearly,
off.
can't move. And your gut is telling you something is not right.
You have to listen to that. And that's what you don't want to manage, but that's what you want to take ownership and like reverse it right now, being proactive.
Well, but what if somebody goes to the doctor and they tell the doctor this and the doctor says, that's all in your head. Take this medication to
Yeah.
help you go to sleep or
Well,
calm you down because it's probably anxiety or whatever. Well,
what are doctors and the medical system trained to do? Are they trained to manage your symptoms, your uneasiness or disease, or are they there to coach you and feed in beliefs and uprise you before you can take ownership of your health?
no, they're there to manage, right? They have to see thousands of people in a day.
I'm managing really quickly. There's no true history of what's going on, perhaps no what life events have led to this actually situation, what
They
your
don't-
previous history looks like going way back 5 years, 10 years.
Yes, what you've been exposed to, what you eat day in and day out. These doctors, they don't take the time. They don't have the time. They don't want to take the time. They're not trained to take the time. Figure
Well,
it out.
I don't think it's from a deep down core value that they have or caring sense where they don't want to. It's that they don't want to because of the pressures of the system and where
Right.
they work. Because
Correct.
if I take too much time, I'm going to basically get in trouble and
Right.
not get rewarded for it in this.
Right. And I don't mean to throw the doctors under the bus to make them sound like all of them are bad. That's not what I'm saying. It's just their hands are tied, so it's kind of hard for them too
Yeah,
to help
yeah.
you figure this out. So what would you say to someone who wants to figure this out?
Well, you gotta look at the body as one, but there's really 5 core systems. All right. So what I'm about to share with you truly is it's so profound, and then doctors won't tell you because either they don't know about it or they don't want you to know about it. But there's really like 5 key things you have to really know about. They talk about vital fuel,
All right.
the nutrition,
All right.
your sleep.
All right.
We call it reset your body. Toxic offload because there's so many toxins in the world. You got to get that causes all the inflammation. There's active body. You got to move to heal, not punish. And the level mind. How you deal with stress. How you deal with past stories that you tell yourself. Because those 5 things, yes, you got to work on them. But the mistake we make, we work on one at a time. That's normal.
Oh, nobody.
That's
We don't
normal.
work on it all together.
Because they all run together, it's actually easier and more efficient to take care of them all at once, naturally
Right.
speaking.
Got it.
I mean, compare that to 5 specialists. What do? They work in isolation. What kind of results did I get?
Nothing.
I got 5 little systems. I work on them at the same time with the right dose at the same time, right? I'm not going hardcore physical
Right. Hardcore physical and ignoring the food or
Yeah.
ignoring the sleep.
or going hardcore starvation diet, right? Everything else off. But
Right.
the right dose, one by one, that's ownership, and that is the plan that owners do for their health.
That's right. And that's what we would learn. You would learn.
That's what we teach. That's
At
what
our
we
programs.
practice. That's what we totally practice. So it's all about order to overcome unease. It's always the best in the world of health. The healthy people that I do know who has the intention of making sure they don't have to be managed, and that they realize that the cost of being managed are more medicines, more side effects, and actually feeling worse. And their overall higher value is just put their mental clarity, their presence, their own physical abilities above anything else. Health is very important to them. And so they choose to be owners versus a servant of someone who's going to manage them. Right.
Yeah.
And that's why that's what we talk about. It's sequence so important. Detox
Yes.
matters. It all matters.
Yes. What you eat matters. Getting sleep matters. Everything. But he just mentioned it all matters.
Yeah. Well, 100%. And so when you start thinking about, well, how will I start feeling like myself again? Well, we've been through it. It's making a conscious decision to tackle those 5 things slowly but surely, the body becomes more alive again. You start feeling like yourself again. You get the more energy. You start getting healthy, a better version, and you become more present and powerful just in your when you enter a room and your kids
Yeah.
and the listening, the connection, and the bonds are a lot stronger.
Yes, definitely. So it's so easy but so profound, right? It's so simple. The human body is so intelligent, so smart, but it doesn't need these complex chemicals and concoctions to survive.
And so I guess when we wrap this bad boy up and I land this plane, it's simply this. I've really been intentional by saying stuff over and over today. I'm trying to drive home the point. I do not want to be normal blood work, normal way of living, normal any kind of test means that you're living in a zone and doing the patterns or habits that keep you in that lane of being stuck with health, mental health, physical, spiritual, chemical, all kind of health.
Nice.
So
So
be above normal,
got it.
above normal,
Got
above
it.
average, or
Above
whatever
average.
I said. Above average. Just go above average. Outstanding is what you want to be. One of the most outstanding person you can be.
That's right. So you want to tell them about our program?
So what we do, just come over to Instagram, Dr. Taj Haynes HQ. That's where I drop daily nuggets here and there. That way you can learn a little bit more about what we're talking about. So if it really hit home, hit subscribe here. We're here about once a week. Come to Instagram if you want me daily, although it's more than daily. It's multiple times a day.
Well, anything else?
Nope, let's go deeper here. Let's go deeper there. And here's the thing. You don't need another result. You just got to get your standard back.
That's right. Plain and simple. And it's within your reach.
Totally.
Until next time, be well.
All right, take care.